Data, I think, of course, is well, data is central to what we do as social scientists. I think that's the thing that has always, for me, been the defining feature of what I do as a social scientist. And in some places, I think people oftentimes think of data as only being quantitative, and social scientists being people who go out and measure things quantitatively and test hypotheses. And while that's certainly valuable work to do, I think of data as also being qualitative, of any kind of information and knowledge gathering that you do out in the world. You have a question and you need to go out and talk to people or map things or, look through the archives and find some sort of methodically collected information and knowledge that will help you to answer that question. And that's really the critical thing that we do as cultural anthropologists and as anthropologists in general. Data in and of itself isn't the end. It's not something that provides you with that answer. It's a jumping off point. It's a foundation for building analyses of important issues, of answering important questions, and then ultimately, hopefully, building new theories about how to approach future studies and how to better go out and collect meaningful data to answer important questions. As cultural anthropologists, we've always emphasized the importance of long-term, usually face-to-face, on-the-ground research. So actually going someplace and talking to people there and seeing what they do, and consulting existing archives, things like that, so that you can gather important information in a relevant context. And I think the driving force behind a lot of what we do as anthropologists is the importance that we place on geographical, political, cultural, historical, ecological context for understanding what people do and why they do that. So as opposed to, survey methods or, interviews in which you would want to remove that context to be able to focus on, particular questions or particular issues, for us as cultural anthropologists, what people do and what they say and what they think is not intelligible if it's not placed within a specific context. And so the methods that we teach students to use are methods that emphasize that context and the importance of that context for understanding cultural phenomena.